Yeah. 223 is my badge.
223?
Yep. You can go now. Thank you.
Why can I go?
If you turn that towards me again, you need to leave.
I don't like you behind me, Brian.
I don't like you.
Can you step back, give me some space, please? Step back and give me some space, please. Step back and give me some space, please. That's fine. I'm going to step back then. You're invading my personal... In fact, move away from my car with your gun, please.
Okay, can I see your
Move away from my car with your gun, please.
I don't care if you film us, but there's a possibly an abducted juvenile.
Okay.
If you get in here, if you get him in there and post that, then you're going to be criminally charged.
Yeah, you need to contact your supervisor right now.
Do you guys have ID?
You're not getting no ID. That's funny.
Identifying.
That's funny, dude. That's funny.
Turn around, place your hands on top.
I doubt it.
Turn around, place your hands on. Turn around, place your hands on top.
Funny.
Turn around, place your hands on top.
I doubt it.
Tonight on First Amendment Audits, a man quietly films a red warning flag next to a county firing range to show his followers how the trail works, only to be confronted by a deputy insisting he's trespassing. As the deputy makes baseless claims about a restricted area and demands ID, our cameraman calmly asserts his right to record in public view. The situation escalates when officers draw weapons, question why he's carrying a rifle, and threaten criminal trespass for simply standing his ground. In the face of intimidation, he refuses to back down, highlighting how vague authority can be used to control free speech and lawful behavior, even when no law is broken.
What's up, man?
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
What can I do for you?
Oh, just doing a little photography, if I can talk.
For who?
From myself.
Okay. Well, this is kind of a restricted area back here. Do you work here, or?
Oh, I don't work here, no, sir.
Okay.
What do you mean it's restricted?
Well, this is our firing range.
Sure.
So it's
sure,
not
sure.
just open to the public.
It's not?
No.
Okay. All right. That's good. But it is county property?
It is county property. Yep. So
Where's
it's that on the other side of the fence there?
Sure.
Okay.
That's fenced off, so that's
Yeah.
definitely a
Yeah.
restricted area.
Yeah.
So, where is the restricted signs? Or no trespassing?
You can quit turning that towards me, okay? I don't want you to turn that towards me. And
this is my property. Did you just touch my property?
No, I didn't touch it.
You did.
I don't
You
know
touched
what you're
it.
talking
You
about.
moved it.
You need to leave.
It's on camera, homie.
Let me see your ID.
No, sir.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Let
No.
me see your ID. Who are you? Why are you here?
I just told you who.
Why are you here?
I just told you.
Why are you here videotaping inmates? Why are you here doing that?
Is there inmates out there?
You can't see them right there.
Oh, I didn't see him before.
Okay,
but no.
you need to leave.
Actually, I was.
You need to leave. You need to leave.
And you are
My name is Brian Comstock.
Brian Comstock. You have a badge number,
Yeah.
Brian?
Yeah. 223 is my badge.
223?
Yep. You can go now. Thank you.
Why can I go?
If you turn that towards me again, you need to leave.
I don't like you behind me, Brian.
I don't like you pointing that at me.
Why
need to get out
not?
of here. You need to leave right now.
Why don't
Let's
you
go.
like me?
Let's go.
Why are you freaking out?
You don't like me. Why
I
are you
was
freaking out?
recording
Let's
that
go.
flag right
No,
there.
you're not.
No, I was reporting that flag. If you just go over there to Washington County and ask them, I just called and I said, how do you know you can pass that sign? And they said, that red flag
You're
right there.
recording inmates.
No,
You need to leave.
I was recording the red flag.
you
but
need to leave.
Inmates might be
Why
back
are you
there.
recording a red flag?
Because I was explaining to my followers how you can walk this trail. And I just went
you
to
need to
Washington
leave.
County into the sheriff's department and asked them, how do I know if I can pass that red sign? And they said,
Who are you?
I don't need to tell you who I am.
Okay, then you need to leave.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I have no idea who you are.
I don't
what
care
you're
if you
doing
know
back
who
here.
I am
You
or
need to
not.
leave.
No, sir.
Yes, you need to leave.
I'm recording that red flag so I can explain to my followers
Followers what? Explain to them what?
how you walk the trail.
That red flag has nothing to do with it. You can't see that. The trail is over there. You
Okay.
can go to the trail.
What's that red sign say right there?
When the red flag is up.
It doesn't say the red flag.
Okay, what's it say?
It says this trail is closed while working
While the fire range is in
the fire
operation.
range is in operation. So I went in there and said, hey, how do I know that the firing range is in operation? They said, go find a red flag. So here I am finding the red flag.
Okay. Why didn't you just knock on the door? Instead of just walking around back here looking all suspicious,
This is the
videotaping
firing
inmates.
range. I don't care what I videotape.
Okay, let's go. Because this is not open to the public area.
Are you going to trespass me?
Do you want me to?
Is that what you want to do?
Do you want me to?
Sure.
Okay. Trespass. You
All right,
need to leave.
Get me a written trespass.
You need to leave.
Give me a written trespass.
Let's go. No, I'll log it with dispatch. We don't give written trespass.
Okay, I would like to
This is
see
the
your
sheriff's office.
supervisor since you touched
He's over
me.
there. He's over there at the jail. I never touched you.
You touched my
I didn't touch.
possession.
I didn't
It's
touch
on.
you.
It's on.
Okay, go over there and talk to my
You
supervisor.
turned my camera
It's the
so it
sheriff
wouldn't
over
be
there.
on
You
you.
can go talk to him.
No, I don't have to go anywhere.
I'm not calling him over here.
Okay. Now I'm gonna sit right here
No,
and
you're
do my
gonna leave
recording
right now.
So
I'm
guys,
going to tow your truck
guys, when
out of
this
the
red
property.
flag is up, you cannot pass the red sign, as I explained to you. This Brian, what'd you say your last name was, Brian? Oh wow, man, professionalism, very professional. What are you doing, Brian?
I'm looking at what's in public view.
Yeah, you are. Yep. That's why I said I didn't say you were doing something illegal. I said, what are you doing?
And I told you.
Okay.
All right?
All right. You're really defensive, and I don't know why, man.
You're defensive.
I'm defensive. I explained exactly what I'm doing to you.
We shine that on the license
No.
plate so everybody can see it's
It's not my license plate.
29P.
Hey, it's not my license plate, so go ahead, go run it, Brian.
What starts as a quiet day with a camera and a flag turns into a deputy's power trip on full display. Cameraman is out recording a red warning flag by a county firing range. Why? Because that's literally how the county tells people to check if the trail is closed. No signs saying otherwise. But then officer arrives and suddenly it's not about safety, it's about control. Instead of a polite, "How can I help you?" we get demands for ID, false claims about restricted areas, and the deputy physically reaching for the man's camera like it's a threat. Newsflash, filming in public isn't a crime, no matter how triggered an officer gets. The officer insists the area is private, restricted, or some kind of classified zone, but can't cite a single law, code, or even show a basic no trespassing sign. Just vague authority and intimidation tactics. And when the cameraman calmly refuses to back down, the officer doubles down, treats the camera like it's a direct threat to national security. But our guy doesn't fold. Because when public servants forget they serve the public, the lens becomes the loudest voice in the room. Solid audit and professional trolling. And remember, ignorance of the law isn't just dangerous, it's loud. Let's keep going.
Hey, bud, stop right there. Stop right there. Put the rifle on the ground. Put the rifle on the ground.
I'd rather not touch it, officer.
Put the rifle on the ground.
I don't want to touch the weapon. They're pointing guns at me right now, and all right. I'm putting my rifle on the ground. Please do not shoot me. Oh, okay, I have two weapons pointed at me right now. Am I being detained right now, officer? All right. Just so you know, officer, you're being video recorded right now.
We got eyes on your weapon. You're fine.
You're being video recorded right now. I just want to let you know.
That's fine. Do me a favor. Stop right there. Stop
Okay.
right there. Just lift your shirt up. Turn around. Just want to make sure you're on the other side. Turn around. Turn around. All right.
Can I put my arms down?
Go ahead and put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Okay. I'd rather not, sir.
Just turn around.
I don't want to.
Okay. Let me see your ID.
Am I being detained right now, officer?
Huh? Let me see your ID.
No, thank you.
What's that?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay. Why are you saying no, thank you?
I know it's my Fourth Amendment right. I don't have to show you my identification.
Okay. Why are you walking down the road with a rifle?
Am I not allowed?
Why? I'm asking you a question. Why are you walking around with a rifle right now?
Why are you walking around with a weapon? Why is she walking
We're
around?
not going to play jokes, all right? We're working right now. So
Okay.
why are you walking around with a rifle?
I'm allowed. It's my constitutionally protected right.
That's your firearm?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Registered to you?
I'm not going to answer any more questions, officer.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Go ahead and just check that real quick.
Just so you know, I don't consent to any searches or seizures of my firearm.
All right. That's good. That's good. We're not taking it anywhere. But just make sure it's not stolen. Make sure the weapon's clear. So why are you walking around the right?
I'm not going to answer any more of your questions. What's your badge number, officer?
I don't have a badge number. If you can find one on there, let me know.
What's your name?
My name is Officer Rollins.
Officer Rollins. Can you spell that for me, please, sir?
Yeah, I will in a minute.
What's your name, ma'am? Officer Young? Young? What's your name, ma'am? Officer Hernandez, is that correct?
Oh, I'm glad you can read.
Wow, that was rude.
All right, stay here. I'll be right. You watch him for a second.
Stay right there. Am I being detained right now?
At the moment, yeah.
What crime have I committed?
No crimes have been committed at this point that we know of.
Are
Maybe
you-
your gun stolen? I don't know.
Are you aware that I have to be committing a crime or you have to have reasonable suspicion that I committed a
Stop
crime?
talking. That'd be great.
It'd be great if you would just let me go. I didn't realize that I was in Nazi Germany.
Okay.
Alright.
So any reason why you're walking around with an AR?
I'm not answering any more of your guys' questions.
Take your hand in your pocket for me, please. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm going to call you Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, as long as you understand that based on your behavior and your actions, you have caused alarm and disorder in the community, okay? We have checked. You have refused to identify yourself. That is fine. However, based on your future behavior from this point on, you may receive different contact, okay? Meaning that you may be detained and identified because you are causing additional alarm and disorder.
Sir,
you understand what I'm saying, sir?
I understand you just
Okay.
said you're going to violate
Just so
my
you
Fourth
know.
Amendment right.
Just so you know, okay?
So here's
Have a
my,
nice day. You may pick up your firearm,
which you've strewn my
magazine,
bullet all over
your
the
hat,
ground.
and you may leave, sir.
I really appreciate your service to this community, officer.
You're very welcome, sir.
And I appreciate you guys defending the oath you took to uphold the Constitution.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Have
you.
yourself a great day.
You wonderful people.
Sir, you were asked to walk the other way while exiting. Do not walk towards me with a firearm in your possession. Walk the other way, please. Thank you.
Wow, this is incredible. Officer, I need to get to my car is over there.
Sir, you were asked to leave that private property. You need to leave that private property or you're trespassing.
Officer, I'm trying to get to my car. It's over there. I want to leave.
Sir, keep your hands where I can see them at this point, please. I'm going to ask you to set the phone down so that you don't damage your own phone. Set it on the ground. Do not reach
My car's
near
over there.
your firearm. Set the phone on the ground.
I just want to leave.
Please.
My car is right there.
Hands on top of your head.
Put them on your head.
Don't move.
Why am I being assaulted here? Am I being arrested?
Yep.
I want to leave.
This is another perfect snapshot of what happens when legal gun ownership meets unlawful overreaction. A man is calmly out in public, lawfully carrying a rifle, no aggressive behavior, just filming and minding his business. He clearly informs officers that he's armed and exercising his rights. But instead of handling it with professionalism, the police react like it's a full-blown tactical crisis. Guns drawn, commands shouted, all because someone dared to lawfully exercise their Second Amendment rights. They grill him with questions, why are you carrying a gun? As if that alone justifies detainment. He politely refuses to show ID, which he's fully allowed to do, but they treat it like a criminal confession. One officer even says, you're being detained, but you didn't commit a crime. Read that again. And then comes the real kicker. They say he caused alarm and basically suggest next time it could be worse. That's about sending a message, comply or be punished. To top it all off, they try to trespass him from public property just for walking the wrong way as he's trying to leave, cuffed and threatened, all without committing a single crime. Massive respect to the cameraman for staying calm and standing firm, because what happened here wasn't about law, it was about control. And thanks to the camera, there's no hiding it. And let's keep going.
The concern is you're on private property, state property. It is considered private. So at this point, you are trespassing. However, move to the sidewalk, you'll be fine. No problems whatsoever, and we'll get out of here, and that's it. Okay. It'll be a lot safer. And that's
I'm sorry. Well, I can't. I'm having
A lot safer.
safer for who?
For you. For you.
Oh well, you don't need to be concerned about my safety.
We do have to.
Well, no, not really. No, not really.
Like I said, this is state property. It's considered private property.
Why is it considered private property if it's state property? How can that work?
Because this entity, the Port of Savannah, is your presence here has to have some type of business related to the port.
Okay, I do have business related to the port. I'm filming.
And you can do that, but if you just move over to the sidewalk, everything will be fine. It'll be perfectly fine. We'll leave.
Okay.
And we have procedures if you want to come out here. Yes.
And film, you can contact them for communication.
I give you phone numbers and they'll give you phone numbers there. And you can
Okay.
If you want to.
Okay. Well.
As long as you get permission, I mean, we're all good to go.
Yeah. Gosh. I don't know what to say about that because. Yeah. I mean, if a law enforcement agency is going to do a drug bust, they don't call the drug dealer and say, "Hey, we're coming. You better tidy up." You know. Why would I call anybody to tell? Why would I call anybody and tell them I am coming? Why? Why would I do that?
So you can get permission to come on.
I don't need permission.
Like I said, right here is considered private. I'm just going to let you know. This is considered private.
It's private property by the state.
What's that?
I still don't understand how you can get private property from a state agency. How does that work? How does that work?
Listen, I'm just telling you what the deal is right now. Like I said, you're just moving over into the even in the grass area. I'm just concerned about something happening with one of those trucks and or anything, and you may get hurt. That's it. If you can respect that, I would.
Oh well.
If you can.
You know.
You don't have to.
I could tell you not to run with scissors. You know, I feel like that's my concern for your safety as well. Don't run with scissors. Am I breaking any laws by standing here?
Now you're on private property. You think you're breaking any laws? Standing here on private property?
Well, the first concern I have is this
Do you think you're breaking any laws?
No. No. And I can't
So if I
quite
come
wrap.
and stand on your property?
Excuse me.
Am I breaking any laws?
That's private property.
Oh, it is?
Yes. You could film it from a public place, I'm sure, and that would be legitimate. That'd be perfectly within your rights. Huh?
Exactly the point.
Right. This is publicly accessible. So I'm pretty sure that I'm well within my rights to stay right here. I have not gone past your no entry signs, storage, hazardous, unauthorized. It's pretty clear that unauthorized access is prohibited. However, I'm not trying to gain access. I am engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. It's my responsibility as a citizen of the United States to keep an eye on our public servants and to perform these kinds of audits when I want to.
Miss Papa, got you right there.
Thank you. Ooh, that stumped them. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Like I said, it is private property, and right now you're trespassing, okay? If you were just move a few feet that way, everything will be fine, and we'll leave and do what you need to accomplish without hindrance, okay? But this is private property, you don't trespass.
Okay.
So, I need to issue a criminal trespass warning. All I'm saying is that I'm just officially telling you
Okay.
you're trespassing.
Okay.
Okay, and you're not going to give me your name at all.
Oh, no. Mrs. Public is fine. But I still need to know what law I'm breaking by being right here.
Right now you're not, but when I tell you that you are trespassing and you continue to trespass, then you're breaking misdemeanor.
Okay. Well, unless I've committed some crime, you can't trespass me from public property.
What I'm going to do is issue a criminal trespass.
Okay, but you can't trespass me from a public place until I have committed a crime.
Right. And I'm telling you.
What crime have I committed?
You're trespassing at this point.
But you can't trespass me until I've committed a crime.
Right. And I'm going to give give you official notice that you are trespassing and that you're not supposed to be at this right location.
Okay, well this
Once
is
you receive
public,
it, you understand?
owned by the state, right? We've got that clear, right?
Once you receive that,
I'm sorry?
you report the sign over here?
Yes, I did.
Who invited you here?
I'm not in that area.
Doesn't matter. It's more property.
Yes, which is owned by the state. And I'm not obstructing any entrance or exits. I'm not interfering with anybody's business.
Standing over here, don't think you're distracting somebody's crime.
Well, I can't.
What happens if they have a riot?
I can't hear you.
What happens if they have a riot?
Well, I can't be responsible for their. I can't be responsible for their behavior.
You be responsible for yours.
Exactly. I'm responsible for my behavior. And right now, I am engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. Now, Title 18 U.S. Code 242 is going to tell you that by interfering with my constitutionally protected activity, that you will lose your qualified immunity and become subject to prosecution yourself. Anyone acting under any color of law that interferes with a citizen's civil rights can be charged with a felony, fined, and imprisoned, or both. So, U.S. Code 242, you're interfering with my rights. I'm perfectly within my rights to stay right here.
Family's parked car with steady burn red and blue lights draws police attention. The officers demand ID, but the mom firmly says no, while the dad calmly cites Ohio's laws to challenge their authority. Tension revolves around private property versus impersonation concerns. No one's arrested, but the family successfully asserts their rights. Watch how legal know-how and calm dialogue win the day.
I'm just trying to explain, sir. I'm trying to. You guys come in. I'm just trying to talk to you guys.
I'm trying something that doesn't.
We're
trying to explain to you.
Okay, but there's okay.
All right, so I watched this video several times already, but I didn't notice this until I found my missing pipe. Both this guy and the cops keep telling each other that they understand, and this goes on for a while. Try to count them up. It's hilarious.
I'm trying to. I'm just listen.
So he can.
Can I speak? I mean, I'm just trying to have a cordial conversation. My demeanor is fine. I'm not having an attitude with you guys at all. I respect what you do. Okay, I completely respect that. However, I'm just asking for a little bit of reasoning for why. I'm trying to explain to you that. Okay, it wasn't, again, I'm just saying that there wasn't an intent to pull anybody over or to do anything like that. It wasn't like we were in motion. I understand what you're saying. And he's a young kid. You want to take a picture of the car with it like that, okay? Generally, it's set up for private car shows, and that's what it is.
But that right there is the difference. Private property.
I understand that, and that's why it was a quick on and off. It was just one quick shot. You know,
it could also be a warning, but in that has to give a license. You can't go no.
Okay.
It's like a traffic stop.
I understand, and that's why I stepped out to talk to you guys to kind of de-escalate and see how I'm talking to you.
You're not de-escalating anything. You're just adding to it. Okay.
How am I adding to it, sir? What's your okay name, badge number?
Sheldon Rentmeester, badge 534.
Name, badge
Are you
number?
involved? Is this your car?
Why does it matter?
Is this your car?
I have a First Amendment right to talk.
Sure. Yeah. You
Okay.
also have the right to let him do his business. Okay. If he's talking to him,
all I'm going to do is I'm going to take down his name for my report, so that if we get a report later on,
that's perfectly fine.
To pull somebody over.
Can you guys please listen? I understand your job. Okay.
Are you dad? Are you family? Are you involved?
Why?
Because right now he's trying to conduct business.
I understand that.
I'm just
Okay.
trying to talk to this guy. Okay. Are you related to him somehow?
He's carried out with him.
Fair enough. So I'm going to need your driver's license, partner.
At the end of the day,
Can you step back? Give me some space, please. Step back and give me some space, please.
So wait a minute. These cops are now turning this consensual conversation into a full-blown investigation. You heard the other cop ask for identification, and now this guy's going to step close to him. This is an intimidation tactic. So why did they decide to do this?
Step back and give me some space, please. That's fine. I'm going to step back then. You're invading my personal. In fact, move away from my car with your gun, please.
Okay, can I see your
Move away from my car with your gun, please.
Well, I can't. I'll give you my name.
I'm trying to talk to you.
now.
So
the reason for this way.
I understand your reason. You don't have to cop-explain this to me. Okay, you're shaking. Why are you shaking?
That's great. All right, let's start with that.
Your hand was shaking on your mag clip.
On my mag clip?
Yes.
Okay.
Your little mag holder right there. You're still shaking right there. Your hands are shaking, guy. Calm down, dude.
I'm calm.
Then why are you shaking?
Because I'm trying to explain this to you.
Then you can calm down. I'm not being confrontational at all. My name's Sheldon. Okay, that's great. My name is Good Citizen, and I'm talking to you in a calm manner. And I don't need you to be shaking while you're talking to me. Okay, we can talk normal.
We can talk.
That's fine.
We can talk normal.
That's perfectly fine.
But at the end of the day, this is just a minor thing.
I get it. I get it. So that's why I was trying. You guys came in real hot. I understand your job.
What's your name, man? He might have. I don't know.
Okay. You came in a little heated towards the whole situation. I'm allowed to talk. Yes, he is my son. Okay. I wear a badge and gun myself.
We weren't driving
Okay.
with
So
it on, so
I understand what you're doing. And I understand. That's why I said turn them on real quick for a photo and turn them right back off. It might have been a dumb idea.
You said you drove
okay.
a little bit.
Yeah, I understand.
You understand that.
I understand. I know, and that's why I said normally when we go to car meets, it's completely private. You don't need to give name.
He said I need to because
No, you
I drove
don't.
the car here.
No, we're done. We're done. We're done with that. You haven't committed a crime. There's no need to ID yourself.
I just said let them fucking go away. They're wasting their fucking time.
Okay, just calm down. Let him do the warning thing, but you have no part of this.
She does because she just admitted she drove this vehicle. This is a marked police vehicle.
Where is it?
With red and white lights.
It doesn't say police anywhere.
It doesn't have to.
And in the state of Ohio, the law says it has to have a police department name on it.
I know what I'm doing.
I know what the RC code is on it.
I'm not.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay, so but either way, can we just de-escalate? Do your thing, guys. I'm done. Okay, we're good. I understand it, dude. So
as far as you understand, so the big difference here, private versus public property.
like I said, we always do this on private properties, the car shows, because it's just walk away. Just walk away.
That's probably a good idea.
just walk. Just go sit in the car, honey, please. Okay.
So
So
private property. I think
and
having
again,
it as a show car is a cool thing.
yeah, and that's all it is, man. It's a cool thing to do for the car shows. You know what I mean? And we 99.99999% time have always done it on private property. There's never been an incident ever before. Like I said, he wanted a cool picture down here. It was real quick. Turn them on, turn them off, and again, I figured, hey, we're in a free location right down here. There's no other civilians around. Nobody's gonna think he's a cop. I don't think they're with the show. They understand he's not. Okay, we're pretty big into the scene.
No, and I
so
don't
it's a
have an
good,
issue with
wholesome family thing to do. Like I said, we generally never turn them on at all because I know what the laws are.
Yeah.
Okay, and I understand.
It's just the private property versus, and that's
I
all
totally
this had to
get
be
it.
is, hey, let me
I
get your
understand.
info.
I understand.
Kick a warning, and we're on our way.
There's, I totally get that. There's a way to communicate with the citizens without coming on so strong. Okay, I deal with it a lot. Okay, I work with DOC. I work with a lot of different departments in the area. Okay, so I understand. But when I come into a situation, I try to get the information before I start coming on strong. If I need to, then that's where we go to. Okay, but. That's why I said de-escalate a little bit. Well, I know, but he came in really hot. That's why I said, man, de-escalate and calm down. I know, and I didn't record it, unfortunately. But I know, and that's why I said he's got body cam. I can FOIA it if I have to. But and in fact, I should have my body cam on right now, but I don't. So it is what it is. So again. It's usually a private property thing, and I understand. So I get where you guys are coming from. I totally get where you guys are coming from. So that's why I'm trying to talk to you calm. And you were shaking a little bit there, so that was kind of worrying me. You know what I mean? You step up on me and you're shaking.
Well, I was trying to hear what you're saying.
Okay, I'm talking calm because I want you guys to calm down. That's how you de-escalate. When somebody's getting heated, you try to calm them down, which is what I was doing. And now we're talking calm, right? You're not shaking anymore.
Well, I also wasn't sure what was going to go on there because
I understand. You come onto a scene and you don't know what's going on. I get that. But there's no need to come into the scene hot.
And I didn't.
You came in warm. You came in warm.
I came in
I'll give
warm,
it. Okay.
When I came in,
so we're agreeing on that. It wasn't necessarily arguing. Arguing is loud voices. It was him trying to demand certain things.
Damn, this guy's pretty much controlling the entire conversation with this cop. He even found a way to get him to admit that he came in warm.
An argument can happen with less loud voices.
I can understand that. But at the same time, when you guys come onto something as a backup officer, you don't know what's going on. Okay, I completely understand that. Okay, but when it comes down to it, you guys got to be a little bit better when you come into the citizenry thing. Like trying to get her ID. He didn't witness her drive this car. I could say I drove that car. She could say he drove that car. Anybody could say that. You guys didn't witness that. There was no reasonable articulable suspicion that she needed to give an ID. That's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. Okay?
And
I'm very strong on my civil rights. I'm very strong on other people's civil rights. There's a lot of police officers that are really good. So far, I'm giving you a B+, because you were a little bit hot. Like I said, warm. We'll call warm. You're a little warm, and you were shaking there, which was kind of freaking me out, because when I see a guy with a gun shaking, it kind of freaks me out. I'm not saying you would pull it. The hood's still over, so we're good. You know what I mean? But you guys got to approach people with a little bit calmer manner, and you would get a lot better result from a lot more people. I'm telling you that. It works for me. I can tell that. I can tell you're pretty cool right now, okay? You got the Oakley glasses on, you chilling, all right? You know what I mean? I'm cool with that, all right? But again, it's the way when you guys approach the scene, okay? If there's a lot of people around, I get that. You don't know what's going on, but you got to come in a little cooler. That's all I'm trying to get at, man. Education, not confrontation. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't disagree. I don't know, again, what happened with him once he got here. All I know is I pulled up, he was arguing. Disagreement.
There might that's better
We'll
word for it.
disagreements.
Wordage, you got wording is everything. So there was a little bit of a disagreement maybe on what was going on. Okay. And again, I was trying to simply explain to the officer, because I respect you guys. Hey, I understand you saw whatever you saw. I don't know what he saw because I wasn't him. But I've been here since he got here. We came together. The lights went on for a couple of seconds. A couple people took pictures of it real quick, and he got shut right back off. That was it. There was no foul play. There was no ill intent. There was no...
A man filming inside a state building stands his ground when a cop falsely claims it's illegal, exposing the officer's ignorance. Similar First Amendment clashes unfold at a neighborhood event, a child services office, and a California sidewalk, proving too many officials still don't respect our right to record in public.
But there's a possibly an abducted juvenile.
Okay.
If you get in here, if you get him in there and post that, then
You need to contact your supervisor right now.
Okay, well, yeah, well, I am a supervisor.
Yeah, nice try there. Charge me for
Okay.
You're not. That's
Okay.
just, you can't sit here and tell me.
Okay, that's possibly been kidnapped. And you're filming it. I don't care if you film these patrol cars. I don't care if you film me. But please don't film him.
Crime to do something to
It
please
is a
don't do
crime if
something.
you film him and post it.
No, it's not.
Oh, it ain't, because you're smarter than me. Whatever, guy.
Yeah, Lopez about that. Same guy who cost your city a lawsuit. Don't sit here and bullshit me. Lie and intimidate people. Typical little pig. So, here comes your... That's why I don't typically come out and focus on victims of things like this, but here and they're going to make a scene out of something, or something that's, you know what, if they're worried about this juvenile security, then what they need to do is get him somewhere that's safe and secure. Leaving him out in the public, then sitting here and telling me that it's a juvenile who might be a kidnap victim, makes it a crime if you film a kidnap victim. Line of shit, Sergeant. Line of shit. Minor? Is that going to be a no? No, I'm asking if I can speak to you over here away from the minor. Now, I understand where you're coming from, but you need to understand as well that what you told me is not a law.
If he was saying he was, he's saying he's kidnapped, that's what we're investigating. And like I said, I don't care if you film me, sir, picture anywhere, all right, just by accident even. And yes, if you release his photo, he's a juvenile victim in a possible kidnapping,
okay,
which makes him protected by law.
No.
Okay.
Here, because I want to make sure when the city attorney addresses this with you, you understand where you messed up on it. Because there's ways to phrase things that will get cooperation, and there's ways to not phrase things, threats, that are not going to look good for you. So I tried to work with this sergeant. Sergeant Ling tried this with the, I'm interviewing a rape victim in public, so you can't be around here filming rights. And again, it goes back to you. If you're that concerned about this person's confidentiality, again, they have a duty, and that does not include coming over and stopping.
Concerns about a victim's privacy in public are understandable. However, it's not the police's job to block citizens from filming. Like, it's their duty to protect the victim's privacy legally. One important detail here is how the sergeant quickly walked away. That's because he knew no law had been broken, and his threats wouldn't work on someone who understood their rights. This situation sends a simple message. Your rights are a powerful shield against abuse of power, so don't hesitate. Use them when needed, confidently. This incident took place in a residential area in San Jose, California. The video captures a conversation between a local resident and 4 officers at a small community event organized by the neighbors. The purpose of the event is to raise money and support a neighbor in need, but someone didn't like it and called the police to complain. The officers said they weren't trying to cause trouble, but 4 of them showed up and kept issuing orders to people attending like this.
Is this an event?
Hi. Yeah, Halloween event.
It's a Halloween event?
It's a buyout for just...
This is this neighborhood or what?
Yeah, for a
It's not a city thing?
No.
Okay, so I'm just have to talk to every vendor. We have complaints from the neighborhood. So that's the only reason why I'm here. I'm not
It's
here
so weird because like it's by the neighbors.
yeah, here is complaining. So
Neighbor that isn't here is complaining.
somebody in this neighborhood, I don't know who, but they're complaining, and that's why I'm here. I'm not here because I want to be, trust me.
Name him.
Yeah,
just,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll give you a card when I'm done talking to each and every person.
Okay, that's fine, but like I'm also here, so you'd
Like
still
I said,
end up
I'll
talking
give you
to
a
me.
card when I'm all done.
But if you can say that, you can tell me your name.
Yeah, it's Finkel 5082, and I'll give you a card too.
Okay,
That way you
perfect.
have-
He just told me his name. I think he said Finkel.
Yeah, Finkel 5082.
And
I'm not
he's-
causing any
something under there, so it's making you.
So he's saying that a neighbor called and complained,
Okay.
and now he's saying that whoever doesn't have an understanding, no one needs a permit
These are all
they-
neighbors having fun and gathering together.
I know, but unfortunately, if there's you have to have a permit.
They're donations.
Okay.
That
Need a
wouldn't.
permit. Okay. I'm here because I got called here. I didn't drive by and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go pick on them. It wasn't like that. What do you mean?
Your call number?
My call number?
The call number?
The incident number?
Yeah.
Ship vendor. Okay. It's gonna have the incident number, my name, my badge.
You're still talking
Okay.
to me regardless, because
Okay.
I mean, I'm here.
Okay. Look, I'm not trying to be difficult with you.
I'm not trying to be difficult with you either. I'm simply asking questions. You saying you're giving me a card isn't
How about you
giving me
talk to them,
questions.
okay? And I'm gonna go talk to them.
Well, you're the one that started the conversation. You initially. Well, that's what I'd like to know. What's going on?
So there were some complaints about. Just start by saying I hate to come here and do this on a Friday. Okay, can we just start there? Because there was reports of like 6 or 7 vendors or something, and they're trying to complain about that.
These are all neighbors.
What they're complaining.
These are all neighbors that live here.
Yeah.
Who's helping another neighbor.
So I just want to start with that page. Okay.
That would that not fall as a community thing, like city issue?
I just want to say, by starting off by saying, we understand that this is a community.
That's why we're talking to you.
Well, he just said that whoever doesn't have a vending license needs to shut down doing a neighbor event. It's not even an event. It's for another neighbor. So
Community coming together to help
exactly.
Let me
Being not a city thing.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna call whoever reported it and try to work out something.
Within our own community.
I don't think you
So-
guys are trashing the place. I don't hear loud music.
For everybody.
I honestly.
So it's
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know exactly who it was. So if she has an issue with me personally, she needs to come and speak to me. She can't be, making reports to payers money because she doesn't like the idea of me.
Right, and I'd hate to come out and be a representative. I'm not trying to ruin you guys' Friday. Right?
Like, yeah, especially because she doesn't she can't really have anything to say. Like, okay. Espérense, no haga nada.
I'm gonna talk to my partner and we're gonna work all this out. Okay?
Awesome, thank you. Like, these are neighbors with neighbors. It's not like
Okay, be difficult, I swear.
I'm not trying to be difficult either, but like if it's neighbors with neighbors trying to help another neighbor out, we all live here.
Okay.
We all pay taxes in these buildings.
Yeah, I know you do.
So we have, it's fine, but it's more than most likely, I already know who it is. She has an issue with me personally. She has an issue, she needs to talk to me. She can't be using taxpayers' resources because she has an issue with somebody. Like, what are we using our resources for?
Yeah, I get it. Can I talk to you?
Are you the one that posted this?
Not necessarily, it's not an event. It's literally neighbors that live in this neighborhood that are having a hard time to help a neighbor out.
Oh, it's like
Yeah. J. J-A-Y.
J-A-Y. And your last name? Just because I'm speaking to you.
As J.
J? Okay.
That's how I go by, and that's how I like people to call me. I like to have all of your guys' names and badges, numbers on there. Just because, like, thank you for handling the way I don't have complaints on the wrong person or, like, give the wrong person, like, the wrong, like, appraise, you know?
Yeah, you're gonna write down all of our names.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, well, no, I totally get it. I just, yeah, like, I just don't like that it's because this one person who doesn't like me, incidents with her before, and, you know, and she just doesn't like me. Like, she has an issue with me, and that she wants to make it something else with everybody else, when we're just simply trying to help another neighbor.
We just give them warning. If the people with the permit are here again, then they're gonna get a citation.
This is literally not like we're doing this for like 3 days, 2 days.
Yeah.
It's for a couple of hours. Like,
we're gonna be out of here and we're gonna leave you guys alone.
Thank you. No, thank you. But I'm just saying, like, is it such a horrible thing to help your neighbor?
I'm not here saying you guys gotta get out of here.
No, I'm not saying that either. I'm not trying to be a dick. It frustrates me that I know I'm almost 100% who it is, and it just, if she would just talk to me like a grown person, like she is, can I at least be like, okay, if you don't want us to be here after this time, fine. We can work something out together. We don't have to each other, you know? Like, that's all. That's it.
We have just really have fun together, you know.
That's why I'm not telling you guys to leave. I'm just.
Thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Have a good one, okay?
In this clip, two journalists park on public land and film a military gate, only to have an overzealous officer threaten them with arrest for failure to ID a non-existent crime. When they school him on their First Amendment rights, his ego deflates and backup finally admits they're in the wrong. Next, a cameraman stands outside a police station lobby while officers insist it's private property, even though he never steps inside. Their baseless threats collapse under his calm defense of public filming rights, proving that corrupt cops can't bully the Constitution.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, man, what's up?
Yourself?
What do we? Is this all just really necessary?
Yeah, you're not allowed to record a federal incident.
How you figure that? Show me where it says that. How about I'm gonna record it regardless of what you say?
You gave it off to defend the Constitution, right?
We're not on military. Hang on. We're not on military property.
Yeah, you're recording a federal installation.
Absolutely. I absolutely am. Absolutely can do that. I suggest you look it up. About public photography?
Do you have that on you right now?
No, but I ain't doing your job for you. Are you serious?
All right, do you guys have ID?
You're not getting no ID. That's funny.
That's
funny, dude. That's funny.
Turn around, place your hands on top.
I doubt it.
Turn around, place your hands on top. Turn around, place your hands on top.
Funny.
Turn around, place your hands on top.
I doubt it. You gonna get me for what now?
Failure to identify the.
There's no identified statute in North Carolina. Are you serious?
Can I get your name?
No, you can't. You can't bull us, dude. We know what we doing. We know what we doing.
How do you want me to address you?
How
do you want me to address you?
You can call me good citizen.
Citizen?
Yeah. I want to know why he's asking for my ID and telling me to put my hands behind my back.
He's got his hand on his weapon.
It's not on my weapon. I'm addressing my hand.
You're very aggressive. Look at
All right, let's start over. You talk to us because you look like you know what you're talking about. He don't.
Hey, what's the purpose for you guys recording?
We just out here enjoying this beautiful day.
Okay.
We journalists. That's what we do.
So the thing is, the gate, you're not allowed
we can record that gate.
You got authorization?
No, I got the Constitution, my authorization.
Constitution?
Yes.
That's a federal installation.
I know.
I'll have the watch commander come out here in a second.
Yeah, he needs to because this guy right here is fixing to do something very stupid.
You have to prove to us that you.
That guy.
This guy.
Green, yes.
All right.
Talking about IDing, arresting me for not IDing. Are you serious?
Very bloodshot.
I didn't get much sleep, bro.
Okay.
Is that why you cranky today? Trying to arrest somebody for failure to ID when there's no such statute? There's no such statute.
This is me, calm.
But there's no such statute.
You're going to take someone to jail for failure to ID, huh?
You're not allowed to give your ID. As military,
We have to provide our IDs to any incident.
Right, but he don't. He knows that now. You need to school him.
Civilians, so
Right, exactly. You need to school him, and we can absolutely film that gate from where we at on public property.
I don't know about that. But,
I do.
Federal installation, you're not allowed to film it.
I know. We go around.
You're not allowed to film access control points.
Yes, we can.
For federal installation.
We can. And listen, guys, we can't even see what's going on over there. Do you see how far we are?
Why do you want to record it?
Because we can.
But what's the purpose?
To make y'all aware that we can do this.
Education. First Amendment education.
Exactly.
Give an oath to defend the Constitution, right?
So
What's the First Amendment of the Constitution?
I can't hear you.
This is for public display.
No, this is so you learn something. Exactly. For all of you guys.
You're the only criminal here.
See, I don't understand how you come on. You want to arrest me for failure to ID, and there ain't no such statute.
There is for our.
No, it's
I'm not military. You're not. I'm not on your base either, right? Yeah, Green. Don't worry about it, man. I hope you learned something today.
Trump all over our rights.
Green, I hope you learned something valuable today, cuz.
Green came out to Trump all over our rights.
Hey, I'm allowed to talk too.
Agree. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Green.
Trying to keep it clean.
I'm a civilian. I can stand right here all day.
Listen, Mr. Green wants to Trump all over our rights. As simple as that.
All right, y'all say hey to YouTube. Now y'all being live streamed. And your gate is.
So he says.
Thought y'all should know. Officer Green here.
Tyrant.
Trying to arrest me for failure to ID.
Tyrant Green.
Which is really ridiculous.
Let's make sure we give him the right title.
This guy right here. That guy right there.
Tyrant.
You know what? In all my years, I've never had any military person come up to me and said, "You under arrest for failure to ID?"
I ain't never heard such a thing.
Really, dude? I mean, you just start. How long you been in the military?
He doesn't know.
4 years. And
He doesn't know.
See how many months.
4 years. We'll just say 4 years in something. Damn. Look at what we got here. Just for photographers on the side of the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 military guys.
8 cops. 2 kids.
That's crazy. Absolutely insane. Do you know the law on public photography on public property when it comes to military bases?
As far as I'm aware, we're trying to verify if this is still technically Fort Bragg's property.
It's not. We already checked. We checked. It's actually close to that pole. Yeah, so across that pole right there. Pretty much. And y'all, if this is Fort Bragg property, y'all supposed to have it marked. Clearly marked. That is. Yep. So that's something else maybe y'all could do, right? I mean, like I said, this is about education. But when Green come up here threatening to arrest me for not IDing, my switch went off to good guy. Good guy's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Green is at least educated on the ID part, right, Green?
Yeah.
Can you acknowledge that?
I don't think Green will ever remember.
That's forget it. On Fort Bragg property.
No, I'm talking about on public property. You don't have no authority, correct?
Well, we have jurisdiction, which is concurrent in North Carolina.
Oh my God! If I break the law, maybe, but I'm not breaking the law. You know what I mean? You trying to play it off now like you know what you're talking about. You really don't. You already established that, Green. Come on. You're not making yourself look any better. Acknowledge the fact that you was wrong, and I'll leave you alone. You can't do it, can you?
Not to.
All right, hey. Great. Hey, congratulations. Thank you for educating.
There you go. See, there you go. Now this man right here knows what he's talking about. Hey, Green, have a good day, man. Don't be trying to arrest nobody for shit anymore.
Welcome to another episode of Cops Planning the Constitution, starring a rookie officer who came in hot, ready to hand out felony charges like free samples at Costco. 2 peaceful citizens are filming near a military base, fully on public property, when this officer shows up and tries to arrest someone for failure to ID in North Carolina, where that's not even a crime unless you're lawfully detained. And spoiler alert, they weren't. Instead of checking the law, the officer jumps straight to threats, hand on the gun, turn around and put your hands behind your back. For what exactly? Holding a camera on public land? Filming a gate from the other side of a fence? Meanwhile, the citizen calmly pushes back with facts. There's no identifying statute here. You're violating our rights. This is First Amendment protected. And when backup rolls in, they actually start listening. In the end, no arrests, no charges, Just a full-on walk of shame for the officer who learned the hard way that yelling louder doesn't make you right. And if you're going to defend the Constitution, maybe start by reading it. So thanks for the content. And next time, maybe less ego, more education. Let's keep going.
Hey.
How's it going?
Not bad.
Is there a reason you're videotaping back here?
I can't really hear you too well.
Sure, I'll hop in and talk to you. Is there a reason you're videotaping cars back here?
Yeah.
Can I ask what that is?
No.
Okay.
What's your name?
Constable Gembas.
Thanks. You don't have a body camera?
Videotaping.
You guys don't have body cameras?
No. I'm just wondering why you're videotaping the cars.
Okay.
Is there a reason?
You have a dash cam?
No.
No. No video, audio recording at all?
No.
Ah, that's crazy.
So I'm just wondering why you're videotaping the cars coming in now.
Yeah, I know. You asked me that like 3 times.
I know we haven't answered yet.
Yeah, I don't have to answer.
Okay.
I'm just out enjoying my day.
Okay. Just understand that you're putting yourself in a weird position, right? You're standing in the back of the police station recording vehicles coming out.
So is that dangerous?
No, it's not dangerous. It's just an odd position.
Why is it weird? Why? Why would that be weird?
Because we're going to wonder why you're doing that. We just want to make sure
Okay, yeah.
there's nothing odd going on. You have 2 cameras. Just something I can help you with?
No, not at all. You have a bottle of water?
Oh, I don't have one with me. They might want to have the front desk. You go to the front desk.
Well, I'm not allowed to record in the lobby.
So anyways, is there anything I can help you with, man?
Yeah, I need some water. Can you get me some water?
You can go to the front.
Am I allowed to record in the lobby?
Not inside, I don't believe so.
Why is that?
It's private property.
It's private property?
Yeah, so they won't let you record inside.
Isn't there like public parking?
Yeah, if you want to stand in the parking lot and do that, you'll be outside. You're okay to do it there. You just can't bring it inside the building.
So the police so the police lobby is private?
Yeah, it's private property inside the
It's
building.
not for like citizens to go in and report crimes?
No, man. I don't know.
No?
No, you can't do that. You can't video record that.
A citizen can't go. Can a citizen go in and report a crime? I said.
Yeah, you can go and report a crime. You just can't videotape inside the lobby.
Okay, so it would be public then.
No, you can't videotape inside the lobby. You just mentioned.
Well, sure, you can say that, but it would be public property though.
You see me videotape. I just want to make sure you're all right.
Yeah, I need some water. Can I get some water?
Like I said, if you want to go to ask the front desk, you can try up there. I don't have water with me.
Sure.
Anything else you have, man?
You know how many times you've asked me that now?
You haven't
Constable?
answered it once.
Do I have to answer it?
It's okay, man.
I'm just out here recording and enjoying my day.
Hey, I'm having a conversation with him. Back off.
I don't have to back
off.
Hey,
I'm
don't touch me.
with him.
I can walk up and listen. Don't touch me, sir. What's your name? What's your name and badge number? Will I be arrested if I approach?
I will arrest you if you don't back off.
You will arrest me if I don't back off.
I'm having a conversation here. We're investigating if you're trespassing or not.
I'm allowed to stand right here and
back off. I'm having a private conversation.
That's twice you put your hands on me now. That's twice you put your hands on me now, Constable. You agree with that? He's allowed to put his hands on me?
He's having a conversation.
And I'm allowed
If you were
I'm allowed to listen to the conversation. Am I not? Yes, I am. So arrest me then. You know what you're talking about. Shut up or arrest me. With all due respect.
What?
Shut up or arrest me. I'm allowed to listen. Shut up or arrest me.
Why are you
Shut up or arrest me, Constable, right? You guys are clearly not friendly. I'm a friendly guy, but I give the same respect that I get, and I'm not getting any respect. Arrest me or shut up.
Well, but you're not being respectful.
Arrest me or shut up. I don't care, right?
If you're telling me to shut up,
You had your chance. You're defending him.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Ask you, why
You agreed with him that he put his hands on me.
That's if he felt threatened by you. That's his.
Shut up or arrest me, right?
Assaultive.
Shut up or arrest me, right? What's your badge number, Constable Devlin?
157-048.
Pardon me?
Staff sergeant.
157-048.
He's a staff sergeant.
So does that give him the right to put his hands on civilians? Oh, okay.
His rank is. You're calling him a constable.
So no, it doesn't give him the right to put his hands on me, though.
If he feels like
You just said no, but now you're switching it up. Blue line. Where's your blue line badge? You got one? You seem like you ride with it.
seem like you don't like the police. Is there a reason for that?
I'm very friendly with the police. Other than when you come and put your hands on me. You'll know who I am soon enough, right? You'll know that I am very respectful. I'm a very cordial guy. I don't have to give you my name. At this point, I don't want to give you my name. I'm going to file a complaint on Constable Devlin here, Staff Sergeant. Yeah, I'm well aware of that, Lika. Can you get me a complaint form?
Yep, they're at the front desk. I can escort you around there if you want, but we have to walk around.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm here for Constable Devlin now. Put his hands on me. He can't put his hands on me.
You can make a complaint online, or we can walk around to the front and get it for him if you like.
I know how to do it, Constable, right? Thanks. You're a coward, Devlin. You're a coward. Put your hands on me. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I did nothing wrong.
Private conversation.
Doesn't matter. You're on a public sidewalk. If you want to make it private, go to your property. You're on a public sidewalk having a private conversation. How does that make any sense?
What's that?
How does that make any sense? I said.
We're investigating a possible offense and had private conversation.
So don't talk on a public property then. Do you not understand common sense? Do you know what the Canadian Charter of Rights is? One of those guys, yeah.
We're happy to help you if you have something.
You're going to be arrested.
I'll see you soon, Devlin.
Okay.
You with the wrong one today, Devlin.
Different country, same nonsense. In this video, we're back outside a police station, but this time it's not in the US. Still, the script is eerily familiar. A guy with a camera calmly filming from public space, and suddenly, cops show up acting like he just launched a missile. Instead of minding their own business, officers swarm in with the classic, "What's your name? Why are you recording? You're making us nervous." One even admits it's not illegal, but insists it's weird. Spoiler, the Constitution, or in this case, the Canadian Charter of Rights, doesn't make exceptions for feelings. Then it goes from dumb to downright ridiculous, because apparently having a private conversation on a public sidewalk outside a public building somehow grants magic powers to silent citizens, all while surrounded by security cameras. You can't make this stuff up. The real kicker? They try to argue the public police lobby is private property. Yeah, imagine being told you can report a crime, but only if you leave your rights at the door. The cameraman stays calm, keeps filming, and pushes back with logic. But instead of admitting fault, the cops close ranks and gaslight harder than a broken lantern. Doesn't matter if you're in Texas or Toronto, power-hungry cops hate cameras because nothing threatens fragile egos like public accountability. And let's keep going.
Hey, how you doing? Yes, what's your name?
My name is Lori.
Do you have a bottle of water and a lollipop?
No, I don't. But we can't have you taking videos or pictures of the...
I'm actually working. I'm doing an investigation.
Okay, I still can't have you taking video or pictures of the property.
But I'm working. I'm doing an investigation on infidelity. We heard one of the ladies in there was actually...
I cannot have you taking pictures or video of the property.
Even
so
though...
I need you to stop right now or I will call the police.
There's no need for that. I'm actually just... Go ahead, ma'am.
I need you to stop filming and taking videos of my property. Because we do not allow this at UMD.
And just for the record, I have no intent on going in or on your property. I'm not going on your property.
Okay.
I'm just going to... Hey, hold on real quick. One more question. Can you answer a question for me? Right here, look. Is that right there? I can barely hear you. I'm sorry. Yeah. What's your name? Rico. Yes. Can you scoop me? Look, I can barely hear you. I let her know what I was doing. Did she let you know?
Okay, well, you're taking pictures of the bank. It doesn't look good. That's why I'm asking.
But I told her I was working. I was doing an investigation. No, yeah, on infidelity. We heard one of the ladies in there was actually cheating on their spouse. Okay. And they was doing it in a very like sneaky way, I guess. Like, I guess they've been having like DoorDash or like Uber Eats pull up, but it's not really DoorDash, it's their sneaky link. So we would just, since we missed the lunch, we were just trying to see maybe when they said they're catching an Uber, see if they sneaky link is picking them up.
I understand. When you're on bank property, taking pictures of the bank and it doesn't look good.
I'm not.
I'm gonna ask you to stop videotaping at the bank, okay?
Yes, I also let her know that I'm not going in or on you guys' property.
I understand. But you're taking a videotape of the bank and that's not something that I recommend.
Okay, but I just informed you on what I was doing, so it's.
None of my concern. I would ask you to stop taking videotapes of the bank, okay?
I'm working at them. I'm so. And these are things, you know, I'm really not even comfortable doing these kind of jobs, you know? It's almost like your toilet stool backed up, you know? It's a shitty job, but, you know, somebody got to do it, so. And I'm not going to be out here long, you know, just a few more hours, and then I can get on out of here, man.
Take any videotape the bank and have to call the police, because that's not something you should be doing at bank. It looks suspicious, okay?
And
I'm giving you the courtesy of not stopping.
And I totally understand how it looks suspicious, but after I advise you on what I'm doing, that should suppress your suspicious, right?
It has nothing to do with that. It's about protecting the bank, not associates or whatever your intentions are. I'm asking you to stop videotaping the bank, otherwise I can have to call the police and you have to okay?
Again, sir, there's really no need to call the cops, and
Stop videotaping the bank.
and I'm not really recording the bank. I'm trying to get the ladies that's.
That's completely inappropriate. Don't be videotaping our associates. You need to stop doing that, okay?
Okay, and again, sir, I'm not going to be long. Just a couple hours, man.
If you don't stop, I will call the police.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Is one more question. Can I ask you a question? Is these the employees' cars?
I'll call the police, sir. I'm back.
Is these the? Well, I'm just curious. What did he say to you? I was just a little curious on what did he say to you.
Well, that was a conversation I did not have.
Okay, I just want to see.
He doesn't want you on the bank property. I understand you're not on the bank property. That's all they're saying. You're making people feel uncomfortable with videotaping, I guess.
And I told him I told him exactly why I was here. Okay. And what I'm doing is actually make me uncomfortable as well. Because I told him I'm doing an investigation on the bank. That infidelity is going on in there. Someone actually hired me to come out because their significant others cheating.
Like an associate's cheating on something?
Yeah, somebody's in there cheating. And this been going on for like over 6 months now.
Really?
And they told me how they do it is they make it seem like they ordering DoorDash or Uber Eats and they sneaky link is pulling up. So I actually missed the lunch hour, so I was hoping I can probably see one of them riding off with their sneaky link. So, but I wasn't able to.
Sneaky what?
Sneaky link?
I don't know what that is.
You don't? Okay, like if you got like a girlfriend or a wife, but you sneaking off to link up with somebody else. That's a sneaky link. That makes sense. So, and I told the guy that. I said, I'm not going in or on your property. Like, if you can help me with a couple questions, I can get on out of here. But I told him, like, hey, I'm just on the sidewalk, seeing if I can catch him in the act. They said she was doing fun jobs when she get off of work, because her kiss tastes different. Yeah, he said the kiss tastes like pubic hair, man, so. Yeah.
So you're doing a private investigation?
Yeah, that's all. What's your name and badge number?
Officer Diddy.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah. Do you have like a private security ID, or you just do it?
No, I typically have some cards on me. I told him, I asked him for his business card. I said, I can email it to you when I'm done. Sure. I told him I didn't want to, even the information I gave him was a little too much. I told him it make me feel uncomfortable. Out of the many jobs that I do, this is probably my least favorite one. But I told him, just like your toilet stool backed up, man, it's a shitty job, but you know, somebody got to do it. And I was like, I was telling him, because he called you guys, I'm like, I'm sure you don't like arresting people, putting them in jail, do you?
Absolutely not. I'd rather go a whole shift without it.
Exactly, but you know, it's something you actually have to do, man, and actually pays the bills. So. Well, while I got you here, maybe you can you answer a question for me? A few other officers had issues with.
I can try.
If you can get a dozen eggs for 12 cents, how many eggs can you get with $1?
All right, say that again. Is this a riddle?
If you can get a dozen eggs for 12 cents, how many eggs can you get with $1?
8 dozen.
8 dozen? Okay. How about this one? A guy rode in a horse. He came into town on Friday, stayed 3 nights, and he left on Friday. How is that possible?
Horse's name is Friday.
Give me some on that, man. Hey!
Can I just get your name saying we talked? And
you can just write down Bartholomew.
Okay, you don't want to identify yourself?
Yeah, I mean, do I have to?
You don't have to. No.
Okay, yeah, just write down Bartholomew.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just let me know, man. Was he crying like a bitch?
No, he was cool.
He was?
He just said some of the people were feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's just trying to look out for his people.
Yeah, and I understand, and I told him I understand. I just told him, you know, I feel a little uncomfortable as well. So I told him there's no need to call you guys. I said, I'm on the sidewalk, so.
Well, you stay on the sidewalk, they don't want you on their property?
Yeah.
You're not causing a disturbance?
Yeah, I wouldn't say nothing to nobody, man. But take care, man. Yes, sir. Take care, man. Stay safe out there. Yeah.